This video is brought to you by Marvel Strike Force. Today, you and I are going to be looking at more songs that supposedly sound exactly the same. Let's get started. Oh, here we have an Adele ripoff that supposedly copied Adele's Water Under the Bridge. Let's have a listen. Different genres. It's a very catchy rhythm. Yeah. It's definitely different, but I don't know how different. Let's get them into a music program and time stretch them and see what they sound like on top of each other. So the Brothers Osborne song is in F sharp major, and the Adele song is in E flat major. So not the same key, but also very close. We can pitch them close together. Let's put the country song in the left side and the other song on the right side. Okay, so melody-wise, I actually don't think it's too bad. It's really only the first kind of bar or something, right? Already after 2 bars, we pretty much moved on here to a different melody. Yeah, like even different structure. So the chord structures are pretty much exactly the same. I don't think this is a coincidence. However, they don't sound exactly the same, obviously. But I think they must have used it as a reference. You wouldn't be that close in tempo and everything if it wasn't a reference. Oh, hi. What I'm doing on my phone? I'm playing Marvel Strike Force, of course. What is that, you ask? Well, let me show you. Marvel Strike Force is a squad-based RPG. You'll be fighting along your favorite Marvel heroes, and if you're a real baddie, being a villain is also an option. There are more than 180 characters to choose from in your quest to save the Earth. Who wouldn't want to do that? Come on, man. Come on. With game modes like Arena, Raids, and Alliance Wars, you can earn character shards, resources, and equipment to take your Marvel dream to the next level. Wow. There are daily challenges and objectives, limited events, and MCU-themed campaigns. It's fun. One thing you definitely don't want to miss out on if you're a bit of a fashionista like me is the costume store, where you can find that perfect look for finishing off an enemy. Check each character's costume out. Do it. By the way, this game looks amazing. I'm kind of blown away there's games like this on a phone. It's bizarre. Marvel Strike Force is available for free on iOS and Android. Download now using my link below and join the fight. Thank you, Marvel Strike Force, for sponsoring this video. Okay, here we have Coldplay's Every Teardrop is a Waterfall, which apparently rips off Lorca Ritmo de la Noche. Let's have a listen. Okay.
Sounds pretty basic to me.
I turn the music up, I got my records on, I shut the world outside until the lights come.
I like that tempo chords. Sounds good. Okay, that's too close. That's way too close. Oh, the bass line is weird. That doesn't really work.
That's weird.
I mean, it's just really the piano riffs. I guess we'll just compare those. This is Coldplay, and here's the other one. It's the same key. They're like in between A and A flat. I'm calling it. This is a freaking sample. Let's check. The track contains elements of the 1976 song I Go to Rio, but not Ritmo de la Noche. Oh, because even that was a sample. What's that I Go to Rio song? When my baby smiles at me, I go to Rio. Okay. Okay, not much to say about that one. Next one. For our next copy, we have Zara Larsson's All the Time, and the original is Daft Punk featuring Panda Bear, Doing It Right. Very Daft Punk, yeah.
Doing it right. Everybody will be dancing and we're feeling it right. Everybody will be dancing and be feeling it right. Everybody will be dancing and we're feeling alright.
Even with the phrase endings in the lyrics, you know that they listen to it because like feeling it right, blah blah blah. And Zara's was like night something, and the rhythm is similar. It's one of those like, oh, it's very close, but it's just an obvious reference. I think they should be able to do that without any repercussions. It's just a very strong influence. Nothing's entirely stolen in the rhythm style of and in the vocoder style of. You know what I mean? By the way, welcome back to another daily video. My name is Joel from RoomieOfficial, and we actually retired this series because we felt like we ran out of examples. But thanks to you guys and your comments and suggestions, all these are like new things that you guys have suggested. Please leave more in the comments so we can keep making videos with your suggestions because these are really fun to make. Fist bump. That was awesome, guys. Anyway. Here you have the copy, Lotta and Krister, Don't Let Me Down. And the original is The Beatles, Don't Let Me Down. Even the same words? What? Oh, this is two Swedish artists.
Don't let me down.
What?
Don't let me down.
Actually close. Come on.
Don't let me down.
What? How did they get away with this? It's the whole Don't Let Me Down part that's just too exactly the same. I think both chords and melody. Don't let me down. The exact same in another key. I'll pitch it. You hear it down.
Don't let me down.
You can hear that in the Beatles thing.
Don't let me down.
And on the second one. And again, the Swedish Eurovision Song Contest song.
Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
I think it's too close for comfort. Honestly, I'm feeling guilt is in there. Katy Perry featuring Snoop Dogg, California Girls versus the original Prince, I Wanna Be Your Lover. Let's check it out.
I know a place
Love this song.
where the grass is really greener.
She knows a place where the grass is greener, guys.
Wet and wild. There must be something in the water. I ain't got no money. I ain't got those other guys you hang around.
Wait, what? Is the backing track or something?
Always seem to let you down. And I get this. You could travel the world.
I'm confused. I don't hear it. Okay, I gotta look at the chords for this, but I don't think so, honestly. They do start with the third in the bass on the... It's so far taken, though. It's like the reference is so lost on me, even knowing what I'm supposed to look for. I can't really see it, guys. I'm sorry. Here we have Green Day, 21 Guns, and they are apparently ripping off Full House theme. You know, it also says here, R.I.P. Bob Saget. Yeah, that was recently, right? R.I.P. Bob. Oh yeah, the guitar thing. Totally. I know exactly what they mean. They must have known, right?
Everywhere you look, everywhere you go, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to.
But this is not the original version of this. Where's the Full House theme? Come on.
Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, there's a
Love that.
hand to hold on to.
That's great. Okay. I mean, obviously it's in like shuffle time instead of da 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 da, which it is in the Green Day song. Da, 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 da. It's gonna be hard to put them on top of each other because of that to make them sound exactly the same. Left speaker, Green Day. Right speaker, Full House theme song. Okay, so yeah, it's the chords and it's the melody. It's one of those melodies that might actually just be natural on those chords. I'm not gonna say it's stolen 100%, but I want it to be. I'm gonna check the Wikipedia. Let's check. Well, there's no mentions of Full House here, so... That's a great find. Well done, whoever commented that. Oh, wow. Here we have a few copies. Miley Cyrus featuring Dua Lipa, Prisoner, and also Laura Branigan, Gloria. And the original is Olivia Newton-John, Physical, apparently.
Gonna know why can't you just let me go? Prisoner, locked up, can't get you off my mind.
Love that mix. Drums sound great.
Prisoner, locked up, can't get you off my mind, Lord.
Just sounds so great, this mix. Come on, man. I'm not sure about this one. I guess it's the basic rhythm of the melody that is implied. Groovy rhythms are always going to be found, I feel like. I don't necessarily think it's taken. It's just one of the things like, it's a group of three, right? So it's a basic pop rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4... It's actually a group of 5. Prisoner, prisoner, and then they resolve it into the next one. But I guess if you want to be harsh, the most incriminating thing about it is that it's like a note and then it goes down to another note with the same rhythm. So it's like prisoner, prisoner, and like just like that. Pretty natural thing, I feel like, to do with the notes. And the Miley Cyrus song is in minor. These ones are in major. I don't get a similar feel. You know what I mean? This has a little bit more of a minor vibe, even though it's on the sub-dominant. Yeah, here we got minor. The second one, the Gloria one, I don't really care too much about. However, the vibe of Prisoner and Physical is a little bit closer, so let's check it out. Okay, so actually tempo-wise, they're really close. 128 and 125, kinda. Let's listen to them at the same time. Are they in the same key? Nope, definitely not. That sounds awful. They're one semitone between each other. Let's transpose that down. But now it becomes way more apparent that the melodies are actually in totally different points of the scale. This is in the same key. Okay, already here we're diverging rhythm-wise as well. I understand why people think it, but it's a very light inspiration, if it is an inspiration, I think. Oh, interesting. Here we have Tones and I Dance Monkey versus Mary Mary Shackles.
Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me.
This song is a lot slower than I remember. This one is such a banger. I was all about this back in the 90s, man. Maybe it's early 2000s. That is sick. I love that song so much. That's fun. Just hearing Shackles again made me smile.
Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh.
Shackles up my feet so I can dance. Yeah, okay, yeah. I can hear the tonal material is exactly the same. The tempo isn't super close. Dance Monkey is in F minor. Shackles is in G minor. So again, I can understand this because they are pretty close. Let's pitch them to the same key.
Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say,
Not that similar. Similar vibes. First phrase, kinda. I think this is one of the most basic things you can do in a melody. Minor third, second, 2, root note. It's a good similarity. I won't go as close as to say that it had anything to do with Dance Monkey. By the way, there's an additional mashup of this, just like in other videos, over on patreon.com/RoomieOfficial. We post extra content there if you want to check it out. For our next copy, we have Train, 50 Ways to Say Goodbye from 2012 versus the original Andrew Lloyd Webber's The Phantom of the Opera. Okay.
My heart is paralyzed. My head was oversized. I'll take the high road like I should.
It's like a circle of fifth chord progression.
Meant to be that it's not.
There's certainly something about specific chords that lead to similar melodies, especially circle of fifths. It just kind of like leads you down a road of certain melodies.
in sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came, that voice which called.
I think this is just a circle of fifths thing, actually. And this is not even following the same chord structure,
Dream again.
but the thinking of it's definitely. Let's get them on top of each other in the recording program. Oh, this is interesting.
My heart is paralyzed.
That is actually... Okay, let's get them in the same key.
My heart is paralyzed. My head was oversized. I'll take the high road like I.
It's just the first 2 bars. Phantom of the Opera restarts the whole melodic structure, while Train continues with the circle of fifths. So it definitely diverges right there.
You said it's meant to be that it's not you.
Wait! The second part! Now I'm suspicious. What was that, Train?
What?
You said it's meant to be that it's not you, it's me.
Yeah, like the start of the second part too. Come on, Trey. Let's see if they mentioned it. It's not mentioned at all. What? Come on, man. I think that inspiration is a little close for comfort, honestly. Oh, and here we have coffee. This is probably a perfect example of iterations and now everything comes from somewhere, because here we have the copy, which is the Phantom of the Opera, and the original is Pink Floyd Echoes. Oh, maybe it's another part of the song. Oh, that's cool. I mean, it's just freaking semitones, but chromatic scale. If the drums and stuff are similar, then I can see it. Maybe it was an inspiration. Kinda, but the riff continues, right? It's just a scale. But the tempo is very close. It could be an inspiration, but it's not very strong. Like, it's not stolen or anything. It's inspiration. It's not bad. But it's, you know, on the heavy end of inspiration, maybe. Click here for songs that sound exactly the same. The final episode that we did a while back. Obviously not the final episode. Now, leave your suggestions in the comments down below for other similar songs, and I'll check them out. Now you go have some ice cream. You need it. I'm a feeder. Now,